Yes, sir. Oh, that was electrifying, wasn't it? I know it was. Y'all heard it. Welcome, to the one and the only, the big time show. I'm in the building. I know it's some of my brothers are on. I know who all on. I get it. I get it. I get it. But welcome. What's going on? Did y'all feel that? I know you did. Did y'all feel that? I felt it. I done heard it plenty of times, but I felt it. I really did. I felt that. I'm gonna tell y'all what. As y'all come in, I want you guys to do what you usually do. Go ahead and share the content. Share the content. Hey everybody, what's going on? Y'all coming on in now. I need y'all to share the content right now. Share if you're on YouTube. Share if you're on Facebook. If you're on X or Twitter. Whatever you're watching me from. I need you guys to help your boy out and share to as many people as you can. Listen, if you want to contribute to the podcast, it's simple. All you do is uh, go to the appreciate you, whoever that is. Appreciate you. If you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, $ the Big Time Show. Or if you are on Facebook, you can use the stars. And if you're on YouTube, of course, you can use the super chat button. You can use all of that if you want to share. It's not a requirement, but it will be appreciated. Hello to everybody on this Monday night. It's rare that I really get a chance the way things have been going, at least on my home end, with my son playing basketball. And Monday nights is usually his practice day, but he's had an off day today. So I'm able to jump on at my regular time. And I'm glad to be here again with you tonight as we talk, of course, Dallas Cowboy football. I'm going to speak to everybody here in just a second. The ones that have joined in. Uh, did y'all like my new intro music? Did y'all like that? I love it actually because it kind of describes me. Uh, it's real smooth. It reminds me of myself. It's real smooth. Ease on the ears, make you bob your head a little bit. Man, make you go crazy and all that kind of stuff. You know, we ain't doing it. Where the fans at? We ain't doing all that. No. You ain't popping no fans here. It's smooth sailing type thing. I enjoyed that so much that I'm really trying to. I'm trying to stop from doing it again. I know. But for y'all three people, or however many you on, for you guys to be on, I want y'all to feel it. I ain't gonna do it again. Maybe I'm sharing right now. That's the reason why I'm looking down. Oh, I better take that off. I'm sorry. Uh, I'm sharing. That's the reason why I'm struggling right now. Hope you guys will bear with me. I hope you're sharing too. Before we really get into the nitty gritty of this thing. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let me say hello to everybody that's here so far. Anaya, Daddy, oh my God, who are you? Dandy, okay. Appreciate you like my headphones. Lenny, okay. Shane, that's the only person I know that's here right now. Shane, my brother. What's going on tonight? We getting ready to get into it as soon as I finish sharing, and we will take it from there. Uh, what are you guys feeling? We getting real close to the draft, y'all. We getting real close to the draft. I got something I want to throw in y'all face tonight. I want to confuse y'all just a little bit more. I'm sorry I got to do it, but I really do. I want to confuse you guys some more tonight. The show will not be long tonight at all. I really want to confuse you to play the what if game with me tonight. That's the title of the show. What if? What if? And I'll get into that in just a second. All right. All right, y'all. Let's talk. But before we talk, I got to do it again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to do it because I'm vibing. I'm sorry, y'all. But I want y'all to hear my new stuff right here again. Let me do it. I'm sorry. I know this is unethical or whatever, but it's my show. I'm vibing off this. Y'all feel it real quick, please. This is the new intro song. Y'all feel this. Y'all feel this. Man, I felt that. So it is what it is. Listen, I want to throw this up to you tonight. What if the Cowboys do what they say they will do when it comes to the draft? And that is, what if they say they are picking the best player available? If that is the case, then there are some very possible crazy things that could happen when the pick number 12 comes into play. I want to throw up just a couple of scenarios with y'all. Because at 12, if we really are going best player available, there are going to be some unconventional things possibly there that we didn't think about. I really want to target in on one tonight. One. That's it. I know what Cowboy Nation has said over the last 4 to 5 weeks. Mostly everybody has said, if Genty is there, take him. If Genty is not there, but a wide receiver is on the board, you take him. The name McMillan has come up. Ted McMillan, who I personally do not believe will be there at 12. I don't think Genty will be there at 12. I don't think McMillan will be there at 12. I don't, if that's what your case may be. It might be the best player available, maybe a cornerback. What if Will Johnson falls and he's there at 12? Are we going to take the best player available, which is Will Johnson, cornerback at 12? What if it's a linebacker and he's there at 12 and he's the best player available? Would we take him? Since they say they want to do the best player available. Now, what the Cowboys have done so far in free agency, I don't think that they covered all their holes. I don't think so. I don't think they've covered all their holes at all. I don't think that they, at least to the level of where you can say, hey, let's go play real football now. I don't believe they've done it. I don't think they've done it to the level that, you know, you can be real confident. So I think that because of that, even at 12, I believe it's going to be a challenge to you know, really take the best player because it don't fit your need, or it might be vice versa. I believe that if the best player available is a quarterback, for instance, they're not going to take a quarterback at 12. Since they say best player available, what if Shedeur Sanders drops and he's staring you right in your face at 12 and nobody's picked him? He obviously would be the best player available on the board, and nobody's picked him. Would the Cowboys pull the trigger on that? I seriously doubt that. So I'm trying to put some holes into that myth that we're saying we're taking the best player available. I don't believe they would. What if Will Johnson? I said that earlier. What if Will Johnson is there? I know we need cornerback, but do we need cornerback at pick 12? I mean, I know we need linebacker, but do we take linebacker at pick 12? I know we need a lineman, and other than Booker, do we pick Booker? Do we pick Booker at 12? Or are you going to pass on him? Obviously, some of these guys I just called out would be the best player available. But there's one guy that really has messed me up, and my brother Jay Tuck is the one that highlighted this, and that's what I want to talk about as well. There's a guy that's in the draft. Now, I'm not saying we need to draft him, but I'm just saying if you're talking best player available, there's an interesting person there that Jay Tuck kind of highlighted, and I agree totally with him, that this one player represents the best of both worlds. Tyler Warren, tight end, Penn State University. He very well could be the best player on the board at 12. He really could be. And I don't think that we have really investigated that, but this dude is the truth. I know he's a tight end, but he's a great blocker. He is a dominant tight end. His comparison, they say he's Witten 2.0. Has most speed, obviously, great route runner, all of that. You get the best of both worlds. You give that another weapon in the receiving room. And then if you say you're going to run the ball, if you look at his tape, this dude is a killer at blocking. He's a killer at catching, first team All-American, all of that stuff. This dude is tripping. So here's my thought. What if he is at 12? I'm serious, y'all. A lot of y'all say Dak throws is a dink and dunk passer. and he likes to throw the tight ends. Well, what if you got Jake Ferguson and Tyler Warren? You don't think that wouldn't help your offense? No. Somebody just like Terry just said, are we going to trade Ferguson? No, we're going to keep both of them. I get the best of both worlds. I get Tyler Warren. I'm throwing out. I ain't say the Cowboys to do this, y'all. I'm just throwing out. Since we talking best player available, well, Tyler Warren is ranked in every draft publication as a top 15 pick, and there ain't even no question. What if he is there at 12? Since we swearing up and down, we pick best player available. That's what they keep saying, man. That's what they keep saying. I'm just trying to tell. I know we ain't entertained this at all, but we do know that the Dallas Cowboys have an infinity appetite for tight end. History shows us that. I'm just saying, it ain't no, look, I don't care what y'all say. I'm not advocating that we should pick Tyler Warren. But I am saying that if you pick Tyler Warren, your football team just got better. I mean, I know we stuck on wide receiver. I know we won't running back. I get it. I get it. I ain't knocking you for that. I'm just saying, based on, I ain't thinking like me. I'm thinking like the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm telling you, I think this is a legitimate thing. If you give Dak Prescott, even though we want to run the ball, I get it. But if you give, I want Booker. I agree, Terry. I see you. I want Booker. I do. But is he at that time the best player available? That's what they keep saying now. That's what the Cowboys keep saying. See, if you got the best player available on every board, Tyler Warren is the guy, and then you go pick Booker, then you're obviously not picking the best player available. You're picking, and I know every board is different. I understand that. I understand the Cowboys may have Turner above. May have Booker above Tyler Warren. We'll never know that. But if you pick him and you have Tyler Warren above him, then you're obviously picking need for need. You're not picking the best player available. Tyler Warren is that dude. It ain't what we've been. It's not what we've been crying about for the last, month and a half. Nobody has said this until I heard Jay Tuck. I knew Warren was good, but my mindset was saying that the Cowboys ain't gonna pick another tight end. I mean, they got Ferguson, they got Schoonmaker, they got Ford, they got all these guys at tight end, and why not? But then I started thinking, as he was talking, I said, well, the Cowboys love tight ends. Dak Prescott loves to throw to tight ends. It's some of his best throws is to tight ends. Throughout his whole career. That is what he does. I'm not saying he can't throw the wide receivers, because Lord knows he's done that. I'm just saying, you give Dak Prescott, so we got to look at all. We need everybody. I mean, we need everybody. When you look at the holes the Cowboys have, really, we need help in every position almost. Let me tell you something. I need y'all to think football right now. I need you to think football. I don't want you in your feelings. I want you to think football. If the Cowboys were to pick Tyler Warren, Do you understand the matchup problems that would cause? Just that dude. See, we looking at McMillan and Golden and Ibuka. We looking at those guys as matchup problems, and they are. But Tyler Warren, I'm sorry if y'all ain't seen him. You may need to go look at some tape. He's a problem. He's a very serious problem. And the matchup problems that he can make. And the problem that Jake Ferguson can make. And if you stick them on the same side as CeeDee Lamb, good God. Can you imagine a 2 tight end set with Jake Ferguson, who's a blocker in his own right, and then Tyler Warren, who blocks? And imagine the play action off that. You don't think that the Cowboys offense wouldn't be upgraded by adding that dude? Y'all, you don't know football league. I'm sorry. You can get another wide receiver in the second, third round. I'm serious. I mean, they ain't gonna be great as McMillan and all that. But come on now. And I think that's worth investigating. I really do, because I know. Would I put money and say that the Cowboys will pick a tight end if he's there? I would say no. If their Booker is there, I would say pick Booker. That's what I would say. If McMillan is there, I would say, of course, McMillan. And there's some other guys. If they pick linebacker, they pick Campbell over Warren, I wouldn't be mad. But if the Cowboys will wait to 12, thank you, Mr. Byrne. There wouldn't be no more double teams. Exactly. You get to Tyler Warren there. This is what I'm talking about. See, everybody's saying we need another 2 wide receiver to take the doubles off of CD. That's one way to do it. There's another way. You get a real good tight end there. Hello. And so I'm really trying to get y'all to see something, because I don't care nothing about him coming in for a visit. And just because he don't come in for a visit don't mean that the Cowboys don't have their eye on him. Some guys don't need to come in for a visit. You already got the tape, and the tape speaks for itself. You don't need it. Do you really believe the Cowboys need to see anything about Travis Hunter? I mean, they know he's going to be gone, but I'm saying you don't need to bring him in for a visit. You already know what he can do. Abdul Carter. The Cowboys don't need to bring Abdul Carter in for no visit. Not that he would be there anyway. But you already know what they all about. There are some guys you don't need to see. And the Cowboys could, look, I don't have nothing to verify this. I'm saying the Cowboys could be playing a little poker. Ain't nobody saying nothing about Tyler Warren. Nobody. Until I saw Jay Tuck. And he opened my eyes strong, like, wow. All this time we talking about need another wide receiver to take the pressure off, when really you can have a 2 tight end set, which would favor the running game. Hello. We talking about running the ball, right? If you get a tight end, 2 tight ends, and run 12 coverage, if you run the two tight end set, 12 personnel, and you have Ferguson and Warren in there, can you imagine the problems that will cause? Can you imagine the play action that will go on? I even say this. You put Tyler Warren on this team. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying, I'm calling it like it is. You put Tyler Warren on this team with Ferguson and CD and whoever, you talking about Dak putting up 30 points a game. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. You put Dak Prescott, you give him this type of a weapon to go along with CD and Jay Ferguson, you're putting up 30 points a game. I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't hear me. If you know it, and I know a lot of y'all want to come back at me and say, we don't need another tight end. I'm just saying, if you're going best player available, then you understand what I'm saying. And they would be a serious, serious problem for any team that goes against them. Y'all better understand it. Y'all better understand it. I'm not playing around, y'all. Because y'all quiet over there. Maybe I open up your head. Shane says we need an upgrade in just about every position. He says I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be upset at the pick of tight end. Y'all see what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be a liability. Let's be very, very, very accurate about that. You get tired. You get him. He is a asset to this whole thing. Shane says, what is your opinion on the bag of quarterback position? Do you think the Cowboys will draft a quarterback and sign a veteran, or will they do both? It all depends on Trey Lance. Nobody ain't saying nothing about Trey. I saw something the other day talking about the CFL for Trey. I don't know if that's true or not. I think they ought to do both, my personal opinion, because they can. I believe they are going to draft a quarterback. I think it's going to be much later. Much later on. And I think they need to sign a vet to be the number 2. And who is that guy? I don't know. I don't know who that is. I think they're going to have that situated rather quickly, though. I believe they'll have Will Greer there, and Greer may be the backup, to be honest with you. And then they'll draft another guy. That's just my opinion. And we do need it. We lost our best backup in Cooper Rush, who knows the offense. Can't blame Cooper for going to get, some money. Which is probably his last chance of getting a big bite of the apple. He went in and went and got some money in an offense that does not fit him at all. He's going to the Baltimore Ravens, as most of you know. Cooper Rush don't fit that. That whole offense is designed for Lamar Jackson. There is a difference between Lamar Jackson and Cooper Rush. Two totally different styles of playing football. Cooper Rush will slow them down, actually. But he's smart. He's a good quarterback, but nevertheless, he's gone. Trey Lance, I don't like Trey Lance. Never have. I don't think he's good at all. I mean, he all right. I think that we need to draft a quarterback, but I think we need a vet. And they may like Will Greer enough to give him a chance to be the number 2. That's just my opinion. So do you guys believe that they're going to go best player available? Seriously. That's what I want to know. Do you guys really feel like that they are going to really go best player available? I want y'all to dig in on it. Just a few of us here. I want y'all to dig in on that. And what if the best player available really is the best player available, but it doesn't fit a position that you need? For instance, the best player available maybe Starks from Georgia, the safety. Are we really going to pick a safety at 12? See what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe them. I don't believe the Cowboys. I just think that we'll be going to need. And let's just be honest. Or y'all, let's go with this. Or, which is what a lot of people are thinking, if certain people aren't there at 12, the Jetties, the McMillans, the Bookers, if they're not there, then a lot of people saying trade back. It's a lot of people on that bandwagon saying trade back. Get somebody. Go back 2 or 3 spots. Get you another draft pick. You might even sneak up and get your 4th round pick back that we don't have. And then you'll say, okay, we'll take that. None of our guys are there. There's some guys at the bottom of the draft in the first round that are real good. The Luther Burgers will be there. Your Iboga might be there. You got some defensive tackles that are going to be there. I mean, it's some real good football players at the bottom of the draft. Jay Bird, what's up, brother? But I'm having a hard time, depending on who that person is, the language that I've heard about taking the best player available. I don't believe that. Especially when you get to 12. Because you're going to have so many options there at 12, whether your favorite guy's there or not. You're going to have so many options there at 12 that you say, well, we're going to take the best player available. Okay, what if the best player available is linebacker? Of course we need one. What if the best player available at that time is a defensive tackle? What if some of these guys fall? And here's the main thing. What if a quarterback is there at 12? Shedeur Sanders, that'll probably be the highest one at the time. What if Shedeur Sanders is there at 12? He obviously would be probably the best player available. But are you going to spend 12 on Shedeur? I doubt it. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it. And as I said before, what if the best player available at 12 is Tyler Warren from Penn State? What if he's that guy? And as I said earlier, y'all, look, I ain't mad. I'm not mad. I don't think it will happen. I don't want it to happen. But what if the Cowboys wanted, what if they picked Tyler Warren? Would you be mad? Seriously. When you and think football now. When you think football on the field, the matchups and stuff, if you don't think Tyler Warren would make this offense better, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong. Hello? I need y'all to help me. I need you to help me real quick. So y'all got to tell the truth here. I need y'all to tell the truth here. Can you imagine? And I'm excited about things that we can do because we're gonna have to score, y'all. And I'm trying to tell you, I know we want to pass the ball. Run the ball, and we still can. I'm saying you get the best of both worlds with a Tyler Warren. I'm not advocating say we need to pick him. Please don't get it wrong. I'm just saying I ain't mad if we did. He can block. If you seen his tape, he can block. And of course, we all know he can catch. He first team All-American, best tight end in college football last year. This dude is a super problem. You give Dak Prescott that type of weapon, I'm going to hurry up and say, let's go play football. Jay Bird right there. Y'all see what he's saying? I'm telling y'all. Jay Bird just said right there that y'all see. Warren could actually help the Cowboys more than some of the wide receiver at that point. And he lines up wide. I'm telling y'all, see, some things make a whole lot of sense. With Tyler Warren, you get the best of both worlds. A guy that can block and a guy that can catch. You line up in 12 personnel with him and Jake Ferguson. You, as a defensive coordinator, have problems because they're going to eat you alive. You can double CD all you want. Jake and Warren will kill you. It's the best of both worlds. You get a blocker and you get another receiver. And he's dominant. What if he is the best player available at the time when we pick 12? And a lot of y'all gonna get hung up and y'all gonna be mad and say, we don't need another tight end. We don't need Yeah, you need a weapon. We've been calling out for weapons. Tyler Warren is a weapon. Superb weapon. I wouldn't be mad. All I'm saying, if you pick Tyler Warren, say, okay, we're going to pass the ball a whole lot more than what you think we're going to pass it. And we're going to score 30 points a game. That's how much confidence I got in Tyler Warren being on his team with Jake and CD. Can you imagine the play action? Can you imagine how good the play action will be? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm not knocking it. It's some guys that a lot of y'all ain't gonna want, and they're gonna be there at 12, and they're gonna call the name out, and some of y'all gonna throw a shoe at your TV because you're gonna be so mad that we didn't pick the wide receiver. Instead, we picked a linebacker. Y'all gonna be mad. And y'all gonna be saying, oh, he's rated high. Well, no, you don't know if he's rated high or not on the Cowboys. Boarded off. Cowboys may have a rank real high. A linebacker. It may have your pick down way low. And we'll never know it. Because the Cowboys don't let you know what their board is. Okay? You don't know. You have no concept. You have no clue. But football sense, football matchups, football, IQ, you can see what I'm saying. You put this guy on this team. You have created a major league problem for defensive coordinators. I'm just saying. Shane says, if Tyler Warren and Shedeur Sanders are both there at 12, what do you do? They both can fill positions we need. See, now we're not talking football when you ask me that question, Shane. I'll tell you why. I'm picking Tyler Warren. All right? However, speaking of best of both worlds, okay, Shedeur, see, I don't want to waste a pick that's really not going to play. Dak Prescott is going to play at least 2 years. He ain't sitting on bench. Look, Jared ain't paying No quarterback $60 million to sit on the bench. So even though the crowd would be chanting Shador's name and all that type of stuff, it ain't gonna look. Dak Prescott will be in the lineup forever. Jerry ain't sitting. The only way Dak will lead the star lineup unless he gets hurt. Which lately that's the way that it's been. But it is not going to happen. But here's the thing about Shador that I said is really not football. His father, the great Deion Sanders, have said, okay, that there's only one way that he may leave Colorado. He just signed, as everybody knows, just signed his new deal in Colorado. He made it very clear, and I believe him. If both of my sons are on the same NFL team, then I might come on out. So the move with Shador, to me, will be the move to further get yourself closer to Deion Sanders. That's what I feel. And would the Cowboys sacrifice Shador unless Dak gets hurt? Unless Dak gets hurt, you're willing to sacrifice 2 years of him probably riding the bench and, learning. I think that's a wasted pick. I need impact right now. I'm not saying Shador wouldn't be a good pick for the future, but right now we ain't playing for the future. I want number 12 to be an impact player immediately. And Shador can't be that riding the bench. He just can't hold the clipboard. Eventually his time will come. I understand that, but right now we don't need to be picking a quarterback that high that's not going to play unless he's hurt. I wouldn't do that. But if you're thinking about Deion Sanders being your next head coach, then it makes sense to draft Shador. And then Shiloh Sanders is projected to go in the 7th round, 6th or 7th round. By that time, guys just trying to make the team. If you get him and then get Shiloh in the 7th round, which he'll be there. Oh my goodness. You really let me know that you're coming after Deion Sanders. Because all you did was do what he said. Everybody in the world would know what the next move would be. Well, the question would it be 1 year or would it be at least 2 years? But at some point, Jerry Jones is going to say, hey, if it was to happen, hey, I got both of your boys here. You interested? Schottenheimer's leash would be so short. Interesting. But I think that'd be a power move for Deion to ask you a question, Shane. Jay Bird says, what if Jalen Warren is at 12, Genty and Matt are both gone? We go Walker or Warren. I believe the Cowboys would go Walker. But I think it'll be a war in there. I think it'll be a war for real. I think that let me put it this way. Either way, that's immediate impact. If you've been following me, I've been saying it forever. I need immediate impact guys. Day one starters. That's what I need. And Walker or Warren, that is day one starters. The impact would be, what they feel about the new acquisitions of the linebackers we have. One of them plays outside Kenneth, plays outside Saborn, and he plays middle and outside. You get Jalen Walker, that's a monster. I think he plays outside. I would have no problem picking it. But I believe there will be it's some guys that gonna be in the war room that will say, hey, and they'll be saying the same thing I was saying. Warren is a problem, and we will win big with this dude. But what about Jake Ferguson? We ain't trying to trade Jake Ferguson away. We're going to run a 2 tight end set, 12 personnel. We're going to run the ball because both of them are great blockers. But then we also going to run this play action pass because some stuff will be wide open. And your quarterback will probably have one of the greatest years of his life because that's what he's excellent at throwing the ball to his tight ends. Some call it dink and dart. I don't care as long as the chains keep moving. That's the bottom line. CD gonna get his. We done seen that double team, triple team, one-on-one. He has a connection with CD. But if you give him a weapon like that, it's gonna be a serious, serious problem. I'm only talking to the people that know football. Like, what a double tight end set when both the tight ends are good. You know the damage they can have. You want to go back? You guys know Aaron Hernandez, Rob Gronkowski. Do y'all remember the dominance that they showed? You can't even name either wide receiver from the Patriots back then. You might have named Wes Welker. That's about it. It was not a wide receiver team. It was a 2 tight end set, and Aaron Hernandez and Gronk caused havoc against every defensive coordinator they went against. What's up, Luke? I see you. Oh, definitely. We got to do another one, for sure. Y'all remember that? The 2 they didn't know what Brady was doing. They didn't know what Brady was going to do. They had a running back then. I think it was Dillon. They ran the ball effectively. Then Brady play action them to death. And guess what? Won the Super Bowl out of it. So you got to play to Dak Prescott's strength. Dak primarily is a guy that throws the ball somewhere between 5 to 12 yards. He'll gut you deep sometimes, but primarily he's a slant guy. Hey, Miss Michelle, how you doing? He's a slant guy. He's a comeback route thrower of the football. He's an option route quarterback. This is what Dak does. When you think down the field, you don't really think Dak Prescott. Not that he can't. It's just that ain't what you really think. You think short, intermediate throws, and he loves throwing the tight ends. Well, CD is going to get his. I mean, it's a done deal. But what if you gave this man another weapon at tight end? Only reason I'm saying is, y'all, those are coming in. I'm saying the Cowboys love to swear them down. We want to go best player available at 12. Okay, well, what if this dude is there at tight end? Tyler Warren from Penn State, what if he's there at 12? What if he really is on the board of the Cowboys as the best player available? Will they pull that trigger? Even though the fan base have cried out for wide receiver, they've cried out for linebacker, they cried out for running back. What if the guys are gone? Which I anticipate. I believe Genty will be gone. I think he don't get no further than the Raiders. Reason why I say the Raiders, Pete Carroll, as we all know, is a running back type of coach. They need a running back. They let go of Jacobs, who's with Green Bay now. Played there last year. They really had no running game. You don't think that the Raiders wouldn't pick up Genty? I can see that. I can see that quick. McMillan. Well, to be honest with you, I don't see Tech getting past New Orleans. Kellen Moore is the coach. You know he's a weapon type guy. Know he loves to throw the football. I can see Tech going there. And if Tech get past that, then the San Francisco 49ers draft right before us. Shoot, they gutting their whole team over there. They just let go of Debo. Okay? They just let go of Debo. There's an opening there for wide receiver. I can see Tech going to San Francisco. So those are the names that we probably have pretty much been hearing in Cowboy lane. I don't know if they're gonna be there. What if Warren is there? You know he just about had to be the best player available on the board. I can see the Cowboys picking Tyler Moore. And again, I will say it again. I would have no problem with it. Because I know what type of weapon this dude is. I've seen it. He's a problem. Very serious problem. So I can see that. I can feel it. I just want to throw that out there. As you can see by my title, I said, what if? I can see that. I really can see the Cowboys doing that. And ain't nobody talking about it. Like I said before, I watched my brother Jay Tuck, and Tuck is the one that showed the film. Tuck is the one that brought it out. I'm just saying, it made a lot of sense to me. It did. B-Bird says besides that, isn't young anymore. They have to keep him upright and clean. That means quick throws. Those Warren and Ferguson would allow him to get the ball out earlier, exactly, and will demand more coverage to free up. CD, B-Bird, I couldn't have said it no better than what you just said. I can see the advantages of having Tyler Warren in a Cowboy uniform, although he's a tight end. I can see the matchup problems. I can see the stress that just two tight ends, real good ones, can put on a team. I'm on record now. If they pick him, the Cowboys are going to score 30 points a game. Now we just hope we don't give up 31. But I can see the Cowboys scoring that a whole lot of points. Because I feel like the Cowboys offense will dang near just about be unstoppable. I'm serious. And I said, man, how you saying that? While we got Miles Sanders as a running back, and we got Javonte Williams as a running back, we still don't have a running back. Well, I beg to differ. Them guys still can play. Them guys can play. You just may not like it. You gave that two tight end set. I know something. It's going to be a problem. Y'all better hear me tonight. See what I'm saying? See my frat there? See my frat there? My dude just got on here and said, look. See? And like I said, though, because it bears repeating, please understand, for those that are disagreeing or may disagree, please understand that adding a Tyler Warren to this team is not a liability. It's not. It is an asset. You better understand it. It's not that, oh my God, we got another tight end. No. That's the wrong attitude. We would become a very dangerous offensive football team. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt. You add a Tyler Warren to this team, and I'm going to tell you, let's go play football. Let's see where we are. Hey, Jeff, Chris, I see you. I just want to throw this out because ain't nobody talking about it. And this dude is projected as a top 15 pick. Top 15, some of you got him top 12. Okay? I'm just saying, if most people got him top 12, what Cowboys drafting it? Okay. 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 And y'all would be mad. Y'all would. Some of y'all would be mad because y'all say, oh my God, why? They ruined it. No, they didn't. You just hung up on a wide receiver, all that type of stuff. HBK, I'm back up. I see rooms on Brown trying. That's false. That's a false report. HBK. That's a false report. The Cowboys are not interested in trading Dak to the Browns. The fan base is, but not the Cowboys. It's not true. You let that go. Jay Bryant, what's up, brother? Jay Bryant says, I'd rather trade a lower round pick and then go get Kyle Pitts from Atlanta. See y'all, I'm not even fighting Jay Bryant on it, but look at what he's saying. He's saying the same thing, just a different name. In other words, another tight end, Kyle Pitts is a tight end. Huh? Another tight end that has become a matchup problem. Kyle Pitts would be a tremendous matchup problem. Can you imagine him and Jake Ferguson together? I'm just saying. This is, and it fits Dak. It does. Those are the kind of things that fit Dak Prescott. I'm just saying, y'all. That is how I know we keep saying wide receiver 2 and get you another, but that's another way to mess this stuff up now. It's another way. And another tight end ain't a bad move. Somebody gonna say, well, we already got a Schoonmaker. Well, I ain't seen enough. I haven't seen enough of Schoonmaker to really be talking like this. I think we really need to entertain this thought. Because he very well could be right there as best player available. HBK says, all right, bet cool. What do you think about Tyler Lockett? Should we pick him up? I don't think the Cowboys are going to go after, a free agent guy. I think their mindset is we can get that in the draft. That's what I think. I don't think they'll, unless somebody's hurt, I just can't see them. I can't see them going after, the veteran guys. Tyler Lockett, Keenan Allen, these type of guys who earned the right to ask for some real money. And I just don't think that, I think Stephon Diggs' contract messed it up for a lot of guys. The other veterans, like he got, what was that, 3 years, $49 million, over $20 million a year, Stephon Diggs. And what I'm saying is that for a guy like Keenan Allen, who can boldly stand up and say, hey man, I did well too, and I ain't hurt. I ain't coming off ACL. I think the price demand is gonna be too high for a guy like Keenan Allen who smiled probably when when Stephon Diggs got his new contract. He was smiling like, oh yeah. And I believe Tyler Lockett slightly. I'm not saying he's on the level of Tyler Lockett. Has played well in this league and still is a problem. I can see him asking for a little money. I can see it. So I can see what you're saying. I can see it. So it makes sense for us tonight to be looking in this direction. I can see it, y'all. And I got this. It ain't me thinking. I just happened to listen to Jay Tuck, and Jay Tuck was going raw in this. Jay Tuck had film of the guy, film of Tyler Warren making his case, and I once I saw it, I said, "Man, you're right. This may be a guy that you really may need." It opens up a whole lot of stuff. It's the best of both worlds. He can block, he can catch, he can run routes. You can line him up outside. I'm just saying, we ain't paid attention to this, y'all. I think it's time to. Because I believe he will be there at 12, and he will probably be the best player available. If that is the case, and Cowboys keep saying we're going to take the best player available, well, what if Tyler Warren is the best player available? Do you pull the trigger on that? That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. I don't think we can dismiss this. While we talk about wide receiver, Cowboys could be having their eye dead on the guy. Jay Brown says he's going to give a little pushback. He said the free agent money is going to be slim. I think you get Keenan Allen and Tyler Lockett at a lesser price after the draft. The big money is gone. I throw in a little bit, add to it, Jay Bryant. He might get big money if somebody gets hurt, which is always the case. If somebody gets hurt, they will get paid the big money. I don't think we're getting. Don't get me wrong. I don't think we're getting those guys. I say they're gonna get that in the draft. That's why it ain't happened already. If a wide receiver gets hurt, these names here will be some of the first people called. No doubt about it. No question. And Keenan, to be honest with you, at 33 years old, Lockett is just about at that spot too. They don't want to go to training camp anyway. That's why they probably ain't signed it nowhere. It's not like they ain't got no offers. I'm just saying them guys don't want to be at training camp anyway. They don't want to go through all that. I think that's a factor in it too. Like, I'm quite sure Keenan has had an offer. So you got to ask yourself the question, why? Because that means he got to be at OTAs. It also means, you gotta, let your body get all the rest that it get for a 17, 18-week season. It's more than that if you make the playoffs. If you make the playoffs, you possibly, if you make the Super Bowl, you possibly talking about a 24, 25-week season. You need to save all that body's strength quickly. Keenan may be there. Who knows? All right, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and get off. Man, I just want to throw that idea out at y'all. because I think it's a very interesting way. Little sick, Bishop, kid cowboy, but I'm fine. Yeah, I'm always praying for everybody. Praying for everybody that's associated with me, whether that's family or friends or anybody else. And of course, since y'all are associated with me, I'm saying some of the same names who've been with me for a while. Very, loyal guys to this show. So all of you guys are in my prayers. May not call everybody by name, but the Lord knows my heart. And I just sum it all up with a big umbrella by saying, praying for all those that are attached to me in any form. So that does include the Big Time Show family. So I appreciate everybody. Yes, I'm always praying. No doubt about that. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm thinking I'm a little bit late. You guys go ahead and switch over to Boss Cowboy. Quite sure I think he's going on right now. You guys switch over to Boss Cowboy and catch out some more content. I've had a very long day. I'm sleepy. And I may be going to bed a little early tonight. So I appreciate you guys. And listen, don't leave yet before y'all go to Boss. For those that came in a little late, I need y'all to check out my new music here. I need y'all to check that out and see if y'all vibe. I'm a little older, so I'm a smooth type guy. I don't like all that hip hop and stuff like that. I need y'all to check it out, y'all. All right. Appreciate y'all. Y'all guys go ahead and she said, now that's sportsmanship. Hey, Wendy, it's been a minute. How you doing? Yeah, I ain't greedy. You know what I'm saying? My brothers out there, they working hard. Make no difference how many people they got and all that. So I just tell everybody just go shift over the Boss. He got something cooking. Did y'all see me last? Y'all didn't see me last night, did you? I was on with Boss last night, DC Universe. Y'all need to keep me locked in because I'm telling when I'm gonna show up. Me, Boss, Henny, Luz, Tates, everybody. Terry says, thank you for the super chat before I go. He said the school make a run 2 tight end sets. It's in the playbook, but since running 2 tight end sets, if he can't block. Schoonmaker is not known as a great blocker to me. He can catch, he's athletic, but in order to make the full benefit of having 2 tight end set, you need 2 tight ends that are physical and will block your head off. That's what Warren brings to the game. Ferguson brings that to the game. Your offense will get better. You may not want them, but your offense will get better. No doubt about that. All right. Hit that like button as you leave. What up, Coach? Oh man, got Coach Marv just showed up. What's up with you? Coach Marv in the building. So, if you missed it, y'all go, well, William, I don't know, William. I mean, I like them, I'm just saying, I mean, they contributed, but there's no defensive coordinator scared of that. I'm just throwing it, and I don't want nobody to get me wrong. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. I'm not advocating that we pick Tyler Warren at 12. I'm not advocating, but I am saying that if they did, I wouldn't be mad at all because I know how dangerous that would be. See, defensive coordinators will would be a little. You got the game plan a little bit. If you had Warren and Ferguson, you would have the game plan. You know, the game plan. Ain't nobody scared of Span Ford and Fant. Nobody scared of them. They might be able to block a little bit, but nobody ain't scared of them. You would be scared of Ferguson and Warren. You would be. I ain't throwing in the name CD with that. Well, it could be William. That's how good he is. I wouldn't be surprised. Or the 49ers may do exactly what I'm saying. Can you imagine Kittle and Warren together? Oh my God. You talking about problems. Matchup problems galore. And the only reason why I'm saying this, if you're coming in late, I was just saying the Cowboys want to say nonstop that we will pick the best player available. That's what they say. What if Tyler Warren is there at 12 and he's your best player on the board? Will you take him? I don't think the Cowboys still will do it. I think they would go another route. Linebacker, whatever the case may be, maybe be a trade back. I just don't see him picking another tight end. But it would benefit him. Oh my God. Tyler Warren is a problem, y'all. I just wanted to throw that out there. That's all I wanted to do. All right, I need all y'all to go to Boss real quick. I think he's on. Go to Boss Cowboy. Before you leave, I need y'all to check out the music and wait till I come back. All right? I'm coming right back. So y'all tell me, do y'all like it? Okay? I want y'all to tell me, do you like my music? New intro, outro show. And then we'll get on down and we'll go to Boss Cowboy. I'm going to stay right here. But y'all come on vibe with me one more time. Hey, once again, the big time show is going to another level, whether it's by music, whatever the case may be. You just never know what you're going to get when I come on. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to snap your finger, bob your head. This has been the one and the only, the big time show. Y'all vibe out. Here we go. Did y'all feel that? I told you. Y'all enjoy that. Listen, let's go to Boss Cowboy Sports now. Y'all have a great night.